following is a special MRE Uno presentation, Division 1, Super League 2024. Toaster Guy, Charles Sandfer, the rematch. For Toaster Guy, what a first run against the Sandman. 35 cards given up? No problem, said the Toaster. The Kiwi is going to be finding out some fresh squeeze on Sandman. He found out how home games can really turn in his favor against Lane. On the prowl, up 3-0, ready to take that point and seal it with 3. Instead, a reversal of fortune. Lane found a way to get that back to 3-3. A lot of pressure builds on Toaster Guy. He's a Renaissance man. He's from down under, but not Australia, but New Zealand. He knows what it takes to run towards that 5. He ran towards it in May, but can he capture it in October? It will have to soar to the grandest stage because the Sandman enters. Charles Sandfer, off the bye week, 110 regular season wins, a rough postseason last year, and now he enters with fire and fury, fresh and well rested, looking to take that island in Greece and capture it in Athens. His palate is full again. The Sandman will deliver his best showing. He knows revenge is on the line. It is going to be defined by the hills and the tops of this game. Both guys know what's at stake. It's a rematch. It's New Zealand. It's California. It's Crikey. It's Sandman. Enter 2. One defies the law of geometry. Welcome to Week 2 of Super League 2024. Welcome back, Charles Sandfer. Welcome back to the rematch. Toasty versus Sandfer. A huge game in Group A to round out Week 2. It's been an already crazy week, but both these guys know what was on the line back in May. For Toaster Guy, little did he know after giving up a 35-card comeback, the biggest in league history, will lead to him winning that series against Sandfer 4-1. Sandfer wants revenge. He's been in this spot before on revenge games. A lot of anticipation as Sandfer's the only guy to be in the group stage that made it back to Super League. Obviously myself, but I'll be in Double Bye Island. See myself in the quarters. What will Sandfer do tonight? Coming well rested off the Bye Island. Of course, we just saw Brock, what he did. As we go into a little bit of a pseudo-updated bracket and updated schedule here. 3 ties to start off the round. How about that? JT, Lane, it was all JT, 3-0 early, but then Lane, Magic struck twice again. Same song, second verse. Got the job done and get the tie. Ghost Chomik, it came down to Ghost picking that 5-card start. It gave Chomik the momentum to take the 3-2 lead, and ultimately, Ghost got one back to get the point. In this other game, it was up 3-1 for Steven. It was looking good, but then all of a sudden, Brock, the last 2 games, clutched up. Knowing him, he has 3 more games left. Just like Sandfer tonight, a point will do him just fine. But for Sandfer and Toasty, it's a little bit different. Toasty arguably could have had a shot at that 3 points last week against Lane, but couldn't take care of business. Sandfer, on the other hand, comes in fresh off the island. Let's see what he will do. Of course, we're going to go into those season graphics, and Toaster Guy was not on stream last game, so here's how his graphic worked. He was eliminated by Caesar early in March. Really was doing nothing against Eli and T2. Started 0-2 and then ran hot. Talked about that aforementioned Sandfer win. Then followed it up with a Nick Monkey Seth win. That's what got him those 4 clutch wins. Didn't do much in T4 after the loss to Mac, but then T5 he rallied back with the ALP and KT wins especially to really get himself in the mix, and he finished it off with a Carson win and lost an Allen in the Elite 8. But that was enough to get him into the field at 7-5. For Sandfer, he squeaked in as well, battled the red cards reverses in the red 6 tonight. Of course, had the JT loss twice on his season. We'll see the JT Sandfer trilogy, at least a trilogy in 2024, but it'll be the quadology, I guess you would call it. Sandfer will probably correct me on that when he talks the quadology when we get to JT Sandfer round 4 coming up in Super League week number 4, I believe. So looking forward to that. And of course, Sandfer the Chomik lost 4-2 back in T2, but he had wins against, of course, Cologne, Bo, Clay, Monaco, DQ up to that point. T4 is where he made his money. Huge win against Aiden. Got the job against Caesar. And ultimately, that Peter Tago combo, especially a Tago win, really was enough to propel him into Super League and just barely squeaked by. Of course, for Charles Sandfer, the big thing now, well rested, ready to go. And we look at that updated Group A schedule and Group A Week 1 graphic list. It's not updated completely, but pretty much you didn't miss much. JT and Lane, top of the boards, 4 and 2 points respectively. Toaster guy looking to tie Lane tonight with a tie. Or can Sandfer just overtake them all and drop right up to P2 in the standings? JT, no matter what, will be the points leader, no matter what happens here tonight, unless it is Toaster guy winning and getting a huge, and let me tell you, huge 5-1, which we never know. It could be possible. A 4-2, of course, JT would have a little slight advantage on tiebreaker, not by much, but that will be settled, of course, entering next week when they play each other. DJ's still the only guy in this group that have not won a game. He was on the bye week. We'll see what he can do in week 3, coming off that bye. Teratology, thank you so much, Sandfer. Appreciate that. As we go into the scene, Sandfer, JT will be the Teratology. He'll probably be my guy when we start getting these crazy round 4 and 5s. Joining me would just be, of course, Yoshi, who did the 7 o'clock game, the 2 players. I think Toasty guy will be talking tonight, so both players will be talking, which is a nice surprise. Let's go Toast. Let's go to Yoshi. Yoshi, obviously, we saw William Brock. He was off the island, right? A little bit different scenario, though. Brock had never been in Super League. Sandfer has. He's the only guy, of course, making his return to Super League other than myself. But he's the only guy in group stage, the top master, really. We all know where he's going next year. Thoughts on what Sandfer's got to do here tonight in a rematch situation with Toasty? He hasn't fared the best in the rematches with JT, but this is Toaster guy. And that was almost 5 months ago now. Thoughts on what he's got to do here against, actually it was 5 months ago. Thoughts on the 5-month reunion and what he's got to do to get Toaster off his game?
Yeah, I mean, I think the good thing about that last match is that he definitely put maybe a little bit of blame on the old bot with how that went, but with I mean, as we've seen, Sandfer has been finding some light at the end of the tunnel with this new bot, and he was able to, and I guess with the T4 run as well, he was really able to show that he is a force to be reckoned with and can never really count him out. And I think he's going to play his best here. Just look at what Toasty does. Think of what's the best way to counter that. And I mean, in terms of getting him off his game, I think it's going to come down to maybe making a move that Toasty doesn't expect, and then he has to kind of think about what he's trying to do. But I mean, that's really all I can think of. I think Toasty isn't really one to kind of switch things up. I mean, regardless, he still plays well anyway. But I think, you know, the mindset could definitely be a big thing as well, psychologically. The psychological tactics that I think Sandfer is definitely really good at. So we'll see if that makes a difference. I think Sandfer definitely. I think definitely used to this format, even if he didn't do well last time. It's still an advantage nonetheless. So could definitely feel good about that at least.
Well, we'll see what Sandfer will do. We'll go to him second. We're going to go to Toaster. Go Toast. I'm not sure if you're speaking or typing tonight, but we'll go with the last. Any are you going to type? Okay. No worries, my friend. Your thoughts here, my friend, on playing Sandfer in the rematch. You had a good game against Lane, but you struggled a little bit to close it out. Does that weigh in your mind knowing you had the reps in week 1 to prepare you for week 2? And your thoughts on playing the big man, Charles Sandfer, one of the most EXP guys in the league?
Each week is a treat. I'm not too bothered, at least in terms of what will affect my game on what happened last week with the 3-3. I'm pretty stupid, actually. I was worried I was going to choke it all away, lose 5-1, but that didn't happen. And as for playing Sandfer, I'm just not going to give him 35 cards.
Nice, man. Real quick, Toast, did you have some toast for breakfast this morning down in the old New Zealand world?
No, I had an omelette for breakfast.
All right.
First time I ever made an omelette and that went well.
All right, crikey, man. That was how it go. Appreciate you, my friend. Sandfer, you've already basically laid the gauntlet down, man. You won the toss. You decided to try something different. Going to receive the toss. Usually you deferred last year. Is this part of your new plan and package? And your thoughts on getting the rematch? You have a Yoshi pointed out you played everyone in this group technically, whether it be an exhibition, third place game, or reality. You played DJ last year in T5, Toasty in T3. We don't even need to talk about JT. You played him probably more than you want to see. And who's the other one you said, Yoshi? I forgot. Drawing a blank. Lane. You played Lane in the third place game.
I did the training in the preseason.
Yeah, and Lane third place game, of course. So your thoughts? You've technically played everybody in this group, but in one way or another. But your thoughts on playing Toasty, coming back from the island, and your aggression to go with the receiving of the toss?
I mean, yeah, last year, obviously, everyone kind of knows the story on it. The Super League didn't go entirely according to plan, coming in as one of the higher seeds. So we decided, you know what, let's just come in as one of the lower seeds. Why not? And then the opportunity presented itself to receive first, and we'll try it. Even went totally different with the buy. Thankfully, didn't even have the same buy option. And so just kind of different mentality and everything. And looking just kind of have some fun a little bit.
We'll see what this new approach that Sandfer will have here, Yoshi. This is gonna be a good game. Sandfer gonna be locked in. Let's see how much fun he has. Will we get in-race reporters, Sandfer? We'll see. We'll find out right here.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll initiate the game. Gonna be a good one. Sandfer's gonna start us off, of course. He's technically on the road, but he'll start at home. There's the B6. Power play, of course, is off in this format. Yeah, warning. TI will be 3-3 as always, and just like that, we'll get to the call for game number 1. Charles Sandfer, we've been here before, my friend. What do we got for game 1? Welcome back.
Let's go for 9.
We're going to go with the JT 11 at 9 special. Sandfer going to mimic that. Here we go. Will we see 35 cards on the table? Who the hell knows? But we're underway with Sandfer going to run it with the red 7. Interesting game so far, Yoshi. We've had a lot of interesting games in this league. This one I've really looked forward to seeing because you got Sandfer here as the veteran coming in as he goes red 9 the Allen play. And you got Toaster guy trying to upset the apple cart and get the 2-0 on him in the season series.
Yeah, I think Toaster knows that he's got a little bit of an advantage, knowing that the last time they played, he ended up on top. I remember game 1. Their first game they played was one of the craziest games I've ever seen, but I doubt we're going to see something like that here.
No, Toaster got a lot more experience. He was coming in 0-2 back when he beat Sandfer. He get the 1-2, and little did we know, started 0-2 on the year, and he went 7 out of 5. He went 7-5 the rest of the way and got in the Super League. Crazy. For Sandfer,
Yeah, I think
you go for it.
Yeah, Sandfer with an interesting switch there. Probably figured that, I mean, if there's any time to switch a 0, it's now. So I think, just got to switch it up a bit. I mean, 9 cards, it's not much to go off of.
Yeah, I was going to say Sanford's usually patient, test the guy a little bit, play clean. Toaster guy, we know he's going to try to stick it up there, right? Stick it to Uno, stick it up there, and see if it sticks on that wall. Let's see if he switches right here. No.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Sandfer needs here. If there's nothing on green, he could control the pace.
Yeah, I mean, got all the control right now. See how low he can go with this screen. Maybe he's going to switch now.
Sandfer looking for a run right here. He's got a double. Yep. Toaster guy, I don't know. He could get top deck, or he's just going to be content. He's going to be content. Sandfer looking for the 2 switch.
Sandfer. Oh.
Sandfer?
He said something.
I might be game then. Usually when he unmutes,
yeah, I was going to say. I was gonna say,
Yeah, it's got to be game. There's no
well,
way.
looking to be a plan A from Sandfer here.
Yeah, if it's plan A, I don't think there's anything Toast could have done. Yeah,
Oh
that's
no!
no question, no
Oh
questions.
no!
That Toast, you couldn't do much, man.
I saw 2+4s. I'm like, okay, this is definitely not last year.
No. Nothing to say, Sandfer. Usually have a good question for you, but you get 2+4. That's powerful. Too much DRS in the old train right there. Nothing to say. Yeah, Yoshi, that's what happens sometimes on nine. Yeah, nothing to say. I mean, we did see this with Toaster Guy against Lane. He had these powerful hands, right? And that's, I guess, how Lane felt against JT early. So this group, we talked about it. Group B has been a lot more back and forth, I will say. This group, though, sometimes you just get these monster hands. One group sometimes has that, the other group sometimes doesn't. For the case of Sandfer, he's up 1-0. And we know Sandfer has no ammo, nothing. Well, other than reverses, that checks out. Sandfer, how do you continue the momentum, I guess? I don't really got much of a question.
I mean, I've got the game plan that I was going to go for. That just went way even better than I could even expected.
Yeah, no, Toasty couldn't do much there. All right, we'll go to game 2, buddy. I don't got much to add. Usually I got something to say, but nothing to say on that one. Let's go to game 2 quickly. What do we got?
14.
All right, we'll go double OG. Sandfer, we know he's one of those masters of pulling out something low, and that's called the 6-card start. Always keep that in mind. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see him back in week 3. DJ obviously on the bye this week. Nice and big, says Toast. Oh boy. Toasty, a guy that likes the full senders.
What I'm curious about is, you can get a good hand, but I think in some cases, getting a monster hand early could also be a curse because then the bot knows that and takes that into account. Then all of a sudden, the other player gets a crazy hand. Like, you never know.
Yeah, we could have brought Lane in here for commentary because he's probably been the master of those crazy swings.
Oh,
Sandfer is running. This is an unusual Charles Sandfer here, Yoshi, because we don't see this from Sandfer. He's playing aggressive. He's one of the few guys that will do that quad play. He knows how to perfect that. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, taking advantage of
I haven't practiced that yet.
Oh really? Jesus.
Well, yeah. I mean, regardless, he's taking advantage of the fact that you could play 4 cards in a row. So, Toasty doing his own thing, gonna do a run of his own.
You don't have to go 4 in a row. That's the thing. With no power play, everything's off. It's just a free game, right?
Yep.
Triple play.
Switch.
I'll erase that +2 off the start to a +4. So, okay. Sandfer still with the lead. A lot of control from Charles Sandfer early. Is it enough ammo control to maybe lead to a wild play at the end? Let's see if Toaster Guy can switch it back up. Toast gonna play it cool. Sandfer goes 3 up this time. What can go up 2-0 in his homestand? If he goes up 2-0 in his homestand, game 3, at the end of the day, it's mission accomplished. Got the 2, that's what you need. We'll go into the road, but knowing Sandfer, he liked to get 3-0. If he can't, Toast got to get this one even.
Yeah, that's the mindset. Like in Super League, every win matters. Even if you're down 1-0, you want to get the next win. Like there's no point in delaying.
What is it going to be from Charles Sandfer right here? He's done a good job on using a little bit of those triple quad plays, trying them out. Let's see if he continues that run. There it is. Speaking of devil, Yoshi, triple play to green. Now Toaster Guy on defense.
Seeing a lot of yeah, I mean, the skips and reverses are definitely yeah.
No.
Oh God,
we don't see that much on this Bob. Very rare.
We're seeing yeah. I think I've had a big card run before, but that was a while ago. But yeah, seeing a lot of skips and reverses this game. So maybe this is where Stanford's just trying to, I guess, just use them up, because they're not going to give Toasty any more cards. It's just kind of to get rid of them.
Well, we'll see. Sanford's got a test right now. Let's see if he can pass it. He does with authority. And he pass from Gum. Nothing really Toast can do, though. I mean, he's not really getting much at the moment to scare Sandfer. Sandfer could potentially get this down at 3 or 2 here and scare him some more.
Yeah, with being down to 4 cards, he could just finish on a 4-bagger. But he's got a +4.
No, but that could mean a signed Toaster guy. You gotta think Yoshi it's coming back if he's got it, but he seems to be fresh out of anything right now.
I mean, big aggression from Sandfer, but I think I see why.
There it is. He's
okay, well, back. Here comes the +4.
You know it was. That's 2 gone now, for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Sandfer will not be able to close that one if he had a split ammo chopping style play. And Toasty sends him back aggressively.
This is the Toasty that we know. He's going aggressive.
A huge aggression.
Finds the time to do it.
Looking for the quad play to get this down to 1 possession. Can he do it? Does he have a quit to tie it?
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Toasty, he's got a shot for the quit to tie. Is it more? Is it a 6-bagger?
We know Toasty's card is the red reverse.
He's got that in there. Toast looking for that red reverse. No, okay, he's going to do the 6-bagger. Ties it up. We're back to where we started, basically. 8-8.
Crazy 8s.
Yep, crazy 8s now. New game. Sandford, if he had a +4 in the back pocket, couldn't use it. And he's going to go to blue. God, I think it won't matter here, Yoshi. We've seen so many cards, and I don't think...
Wow.
That's crazy from Toad. Nothing on the blues. He was playing truthful.
I thought he was going to have something, but dang.
Now Sanford's got to be cherry-picking the numbers right. Will he cherry-pick the numbers right? Toad's going to switch if he can. Dolly Parton special.
Sandfer.
Sanford's rolling. Toasty guy, no answer on blues. He's got the deficiencies. Oh, man, this is big. Toasty with a little table talk. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard to switch. No way.
Oh.
Toast needs the 0 sugar. He got it!
Oh.
Well, yeah, we've been burned on that.
But I don't know. I don't know about Red, though.
Red had not been playing a hot second. Well, we ain't getting that for sure. I ain't coming back.
We can't get another blue 0. That's not going to happen.
Unless we have 5 decks or something.
All right. Well, Sandfer's still in the lead by a bit.
Oh my God! 000 sugar. We're just waiting on the Clint.
Well then,
we're gonna get the
Sandfer wants the rainbow.
Not even the Clint 0. I forgot Clint's off the card.
Yeah. No. Okay. So now, I mean, we'll see if Sandfer wanted this yellow. Well, no, he didn't.
No. Tried ISO play. Let's see what... Toasty gonna bail him out?
He finds the red, but yeah, but at the end of the day, it does bail Sandfer out, technically. Assuming he has red. Yeah, he does, okay.
Well, this is a big moment here for Toaster Guy. He's going to gamble on this red. He had a clear yellow. Nothing was happening.
I mean, maybe he also had no yellows, so which is kind of a surprise to me if that's the case. Similar hands.
I mean, let's see what it's going to be here. This is a gamble and a half from Toaster Guy to go into red, try to stick it there, and see if he can pay off with the dividend. I think Sandfer may have caught a break with the no yellow. He may have got bailed out.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Toasty, some players would think maybe it's let's play patient and draw. Toasty but we go into green.
You know, Sandfer doesn't have to scroll up anymore. Card history exists, so he's going to take his time on that. We hadn't talked much about that, but he's one of the few guys that will use it, for sure.
I think, with green, I feel like with him asking for the green 0 earlier, I think he wanted green. Never mind.
Yeah, that's just the card history, gambling on it. See if Toasty can run. Sandfer had a monster, not a monster, but apparently not. Toast, can he run this?
Yes. Wow.
He's going back to red. Toaster guy
I mean, I think
on Sandfer's card.
This is interesting because if Sandfer's drawing on everything, then he needs
No,
red.
it was a fade look. Oh boy, does Toast have something cooked up on this red? It's got to be clean from him. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like Sandfer. This is what Sandfer wants. It's just a matter of Toasty can get it done.
Toast is going to get the lead here. The question is it a run to the finish? He wouldn't have made that move if it wasn't some reverse con. He doesn't got anything.
Well, hold on.
It works.
Okay, well,
it works. Because Sandfer was isolated on red. It's two color. Blue and yellow is what he needs. Toast would be. Does he dare switch it to blue or yellow? Especially blue.
Yeah, I mean that's if he would need
There's
to, but
Toast.
I don't think he needs to. He's should be for the finish here. Let's see.
Toaster guy. Toaster.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's
Stick
Uno.
to Uno. Stick it to Uno. We talk about this style with him.
No. Yeah. Let's see. Now Sandfer with only 4 cards.
Yeah, it's got to be something really. He's gonna go
That's
blue.
interesting.
Toasty for the finish.
Did he save?
Ditto play. He got it. He got it. Number of fit. Sandfer couldn't have done much. It wouldn't have mattered. Sandfer, do you have anything else, or is that it on that?
No, that was legit the only play. So.
I mean, you can't complain there, but you had a solid hand. I thought, we did the +4, maybe a split ammo coming. Why aggressive on the ammo early? Was that something you just wanted to try, having the 1-0 lead? Try something different? Or was it a case of, I had to run numbers eventually at some point, and the +4 had to be out of the gate at the end of the game?
The +4 was split ammo.
Figured.
The aggression early was, that was literally the only reds I had.
Damn. So you couldn't capitalize. You were fishing on the red.
It was literally the only reds I had, so I'm like, I can either do a +6 at the very start, or I can do the +2 into the double reverse. So I chose the double reverse. And then I left a couple +2s on the board as a result, so it is what it is.
Right. When we go to Toaster. Toast, we talk about the aggression, man. You did really aggressive plays a lot there. You used your ammo well, but in that case, you played a lot of patience with the colors. You basically saw a 2-color gap. Were you banking on him not having the green and red, and for you to be able to run to the end there? Is that really what opened up the door for you to win? Yeah. See what he says here. Yoshi, I gotta say, you're good, man. You're good. I gotta say, Yoshi, he saw the gap. We all know about that. Out of plan too. Yeah, you see the gap. If you no longer see that gap, you no longer raising Jack. I get you. We'll send it there, but you're Yoshi. Could you please tell our friend and please, for the love of Christ. Apologies for that. But yeah, while Yoshi deals with a situation here, he basically had connectors, so I just need to finish in my green or blue because I had connectors via numbers. I don't know I don't really know where else Sandfer could have done. I guess, seeing what he said, he basically said, I'm going to use it up, be aggressive, and it almost worked out in his favor. We saw Brock do that in game 2 a lot, and, well, there you go, Sandfer. That's your answer. He had all the red. You had none, he had... there you go.
He had all of it, and then basically my hand for most of that was mostly blue. So.
All right, so I guess the bot was win on one color, lose on one color, kind of. Okay, Yoshi, your thoughts on these first 2 games? Appreciate you dealing with that, and what they gotta do to get this back, because it's an interesting moment right here.
Yeah, getting that 1-1 is definitely really good. I think Sandfer just unfortunately just the cards didn't fall the way he was hoping. I think, it was just a case of I gotta try something and see if it works, and unfortunately didn't here. I think he had a good idea, just when it came down to him getting the +6 and then trying to work his way around that. Just didn't get the cards that would have helped him. get the finish. So I think that's just that's just whatever. I mean, he definitely. I mean, there's not much to take away in terms of what you can do better because I feel like played pretty well anyway. Toasty, I mean, capitalizing on after the +4, gonna +4 back. I mean, I think it was a good idea from Sandfer, but I mean, just repeating myself at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Toasty is definitely needed that because he looked like to be in a good spot there. Given all the draws Sandfer was doing, it really put Toasty in the spot where, you know what, I'm just gonna keep switching the color, and if he gives me what if he gives me what I want, then we're good to go. And that's exactly what happened. Like when Sandfer switching to green, that actually helped Toasty because then that was like a stray in a sense. And then after that, all he had left was the reverse and then the number efficiency.
No, he did say the +4 was there from the get-goes in the plan. It was in the old possible finishing plan. So Tampa using it early ruined a little bit of that. So it was pretty maximized both ways. Sandfer with the aggression, Toasty with the aggression back, and it came down to a little bit of an efficiency play at the end with Toaster guy on a blue 3. But Sandfer, one more game, buddy, at home. It goes quick. You know how this works. Just no 9. What's it going to be for the last one?
You know, I've set it up. We'll go for 6.
I knew it was coming. I mean, you got to think Charles Sandfer, the 6th card, is coming.
I mean, it's either going to be 6 or 5.
Yeah, we know both these guys have a 6. Toasty's got a 5-card pack too. We could see something. Wow, Blue, we just finished on it.
The after the ditto.
Crikey.
So, you know, you could say with the 14 card start, that's more in Toasty's wheelhouse. And Sandfer was just gonna was in a way was testing that. Now he's going into the low stuff, which I think is gonna be a good thing for him because he's played 6 cards a lot. Toasty, you know, he's all over the place, but I think he's usually better off with the higher stuff.
Toast has that 5-card stuff, but sometimes he's going to be aggressive here. Going to switch to green. All right.
I mean, yeah, this switch could either be really good or really bad, and Sandfer's going to have that.
Still early, though. 6 cards is different than 5, so there's still a little wiggle room. Both at 4 now. Can Sandfer get this to 3? And then at the end of the day, 5 through 7, you can't really say much about skill or luck. It really is down to luck most of the times on 5 through 7, or unless it goes into draw city.
Oh, boy.
Well, there's the luck factor. Sandfer for the check, he gets it.
Interesting.
It will register. You're good.
Let's see here.
Uses Toaster's card against him. Does Toast have an answer? Toast at 8 cards. Plenty of time. God, think if this was power play, it's a win.
Reverse, yeah.
Yeah, you good. What's it going to be from Toe? You got to think it's coming back. If it's not +4, it's got to be a skip reverse train into a +2 at minimum.
Oh, he's got the +4.
There it is. Yeah, you knew it was coming back. The question is, this is a triple play to tie it.
Oh.
He's got the lead. Toaster guy sends Sandfer packing. He's got the lead.
What a play.
Scoreboard flipper. Sandfer's got to respect that he was the aggressor on that case.
Yeah, exactly.
Sandfer will roll. Does Toast have more yellow, or is that it for him?
Yeah. Because if you think about it, right, that could have been
He's
his last
got no more
number
yellow,
efficiency.
but he has blue.
Okay.
Interesting.
We'll see if Sandfer can run the blues as well, though, because maybe with these low card starts, they might just not have one of the colors.
Let's see here. A lot of gamesmanship right here. A lot of gamesmanship indeed. Sandfer really going to use that CH tab. This is where we talk about Sandfer and CH tab. It's a critical game right here. He's going to try it right here. Blue, first card played in blue too. So not first card. third card played in blue, but really the first one we've seen from Toaster Guy. He's got to evaluate.
Yeah.
Toast
I think-
putting Sandfer in a compromised spot. He's been trying to do that. Go for it, Yoshi.
I think this is a good. Oh my goodness! I think this is a good time. I think this is definitely a good time to take your time because both knowing that Toasty is getting there down to the low cards, and he is still running the red as well.
Toaster Guy at 3, Sandfer at 5. We go from DJ to Kev, from JT, and of course Sting. What's it going to be here from Sandfer? Really decide to play strategic here on the red. Take his time on the switch. Nothing. Here comes Toast.
Let's see. Does he have the red?
Great
No.
move.
Okay, it
It's
does
ISO.
work out.
Toasty Guy, Sandfer, iced. Classic ice here.
Not really. It's just Draw City.
It's just Draw City for now, my friend. We're in Draw City. We'll see how you get out of it. Sandfer with a high percentage move. It works out. Can he get some top day? He's still going to be content. This Toaster Guy, he doesn't really care about draw. He'll get out when he needs to get out. See if he puts a little pressure. But he'll still be content. Both are content now. Scoreboard's still 8-6. Sandfer looking to get this down to 1, or does he still be content? He's going to go for a double play. There it is. We're tied. Toaster Guy now. Does he have a switch? Does he like this now? He's going to have a top deck, so Toaster Guy back in the lead. Toast doing a great job right here. Sandfer doing a good job as well, going back and forth. There's the break. Tie game. Toaster Guy has a chance now. Does he make the move?
This is where things could go.
No, there's Sugar. Plays it clean. Sandfer's still down possession. But it's getting interesting.
Sandfer getting a lot of 5s in this game.
A lot of 5s indeed. Here comes Toast. Just top 4 now. Sandfer looking for the 2-1. Does he have it right here?
Yeah, this would be something. No, it's a double.
Double play, though. Toaster Guy now. He's behind. Sandfer with the PA and a 1 possession. Toast a tie. Maybe take the lead. Nope, just ties. Sandfer for check. Charles Sandfer looking for the 2-1.
Let's see. Does he have the opportunity here?
Sandfer for the win. Toaster Guy, all he can do is sit back and watch. Sandfer loads up, looking for the win right here on double. Is this split ammo Chomik style? Or is it just a regular check?
I think I don't know. I don't know, actually. I mean,
This can go either way. It really could. Sandfer loading up. Taking his time again.
Yeah. This could come down to...
It's making Toasty think. This could be a play where he's trying to get Toasty off his game as well.
I was going to say, if you're taking that much time, you probably have the thinking about using the wild or not. Does Toasty have something
This would be
else?
insane. Nothing, that's it. Sandfer gets the job done. Toast does not have a wild save. What?
Oh my god.
There's a thought.
No.
I've seen that before once from Sandfer. I've seen it from Cap with the fake wild. It was a fake wild play. Wow. I have to ask him on that one.
I think that. So wait, did Sandfer have? Okay, I don't know.
Well, obviously he didn't. He probably was top deck.
Oh yeah, it was a KT classic.
That is I don't know if I had the ball to do that, my friend. I don't know about that one. That's some guts right there. Good Lord. I'll have to ask him on that one. It's going to work, but man, oh man.
my guess is that he was predicting that Toasty also had a wild, but like I don't know.
You either save it there. It's a risky play. It's definitely a risky play. I guess you couldn't save it there because then he could have possibly got the Uno on green. It definitely was a risk and a half.
Let's see. So did he? Was he drawn on yellow early? I mean, yellow's.
Plenty of yellow. We're not even scratching this. Toast's turn here, and he's just.
Oh wait, yeah.
We only have a +2 off the board, but plenty of yellow on numbers and reverses and skip. There's plenty to go around.
Yeah, I guess in a way it is. I am kind of surprised that Toasty didn't have any yellow there, but regardless.
I think he was banking on a fake wild play.
Yeah.
That's a call and a half, but that's what you can do sometimes when you're off the bye. You don't know. You weren't around last week. There's no looks given. You can play a little aggressive. Toast's going to get out of it a little bit early here. Tie game now. Sandfer, we're going to get PA back. Nope, Toasty with PA. He still has it though now because of the play.
I mean, at the very least, this resets the game. But man, if Sandberg doesn't win this, I don't know.
Sandfer, 110 wins in the regular season in his career. He's been here before. 10 playoff wins in his career, now 11. He's been around the block, right? He knows what he can do. He's pretty much the standards. Toaster guy, on the other hand, as he gets another top deck, he's had his number. He's one of the few guys that's 1-0 against Sandfer a lifetime. Even though it was 3 tournaments ago.
Yeah.
There's the red.
Finally finding the switch out of yellow.
The question is, yeah, I was going to say, this Toast undercut, he does 2 possessions. I got to wonder if there was the green, if it was that Clint green on a fade look. That would have been something.
Okay, so they're just going to run down any color that isn't yellow at this point.
Yeah, yellow's out of the equation unless we get a KT Classic.
Yeah, I mean, we could see that again if they really want to. But
I mean, that is a KT Classic, but that is I don't know if I would have done it. So I think that's a new one.
What is the more interesting KT Classic you've ever witnessed?
More of a Sandfer sidekick move, I have to go. The Sandfer sidekick. Here's Toast with the skip. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Unless that's what Sandfer was fearing. That's all I can think of.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's not a finish, but that's a check.
Well, then.
It's hard to switch off a 0. That's what he's banking on.
That 0 gives some... Like, it gives a look, but what if he doesn't have blue?
Sandfer goes regular, Toast for 2. Okay, got it. Yeah, bad Brad. Sandfer, I gotta ask, man, were you banking on that yellow? Were you banking on that yellow while thinking he may have had one in the back end of the back pocket?
It was one of those where the only wilds were +4, so I knew there's still 5 other ones out there. Yeah.
Playing the percentages.
It was a play where it's like I lost so many times on that last year, so I'm like, I'll pull it out. Why not?
You know what? I can't even fault you because
there's also is a blue 7 to end, so it's like if I did it, so didn't want to chance on him being able to do the skip play either.
Right.
In a way.
Playing the percentages, playing what's out there. Do you think now going into the road stand, at least you got one at home, you can play a little bit more looser in a way, knowing that you're down, but you got a long way to go. We saw it with Brock. Obviously, he was down 2-1 entering Game 4, and he got to more of a looser state. What do you got to do for these next 3 games as you go on the away stand now?
Well, I mean, my Ducks this year have basically had the thing of being tied after 1 period and being tied after 2 periods, so no unusual spot here. Just got to get tied up again and go tied into the 3rd period.
All right, we'll get tied up. Toast, you got away with it. I thought you had lost that game, but now that I understand what Sandfer did, were you saving up a blue skip run, that blue-green skip, were you saving that up but couldn't use it, or was that Draw City that banked on the win right there? Your thoughts on Sandfer keeping you on your toes all night? Yoshi, after hearing an explanation, I had the blue-green. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for him to do that. I don't think that was the worst move in the world. Because if it was blue-green and he goes wild, then he would have lost the game. I guess the only other safe play would have been a red wild, but then you risk factoring how we hadn't seen red in a while. So he made the right call to save the game. It's just the read, unfortunately, couldn't connect, and Draw City is where he
Well,
lost
and
it.
that's why I didn't pick red as well. Is I'm like, well, I knew if I played a red wild, I was already drawing on it, so
Right.
figured he would know I didn't.
No, yellow was the
So.
safe bet. Ultimately, he made the right move to save the game. That's crazy, but yeah, it just happens. Like Draw City came down. Toast, your thoughts on this game, man? Just overall, what you got to do now? You're going into homestand. You've been here before, remember? Well, a little bit different scenario because against Lane, you were full control. You had the points secured minimum. Now you need one more to get the police 1 point. But what do you got to do, man? You've been sweating. Crikey. All right. Well, Yoshi, your thoughts on this game? Because Sandfer's trying some unusual tactics. It's been a fast-paced game in terms of flowing. But now Toasty's going to come up. We know Toast has that 5-card bullet if he needs it. And he can clinch it right here and get that point. What do you think he's going to do here to attack Sandfer?
Yeah, he has to keep in mind that that 6 card start definitely nearly lost that. So not entirely safe to go low, but of course it definitely is something he's done before and he's succeeded. I think, yeah, being careful in the starts is just the only thing I can really say he should do differently because really there's really nothing else to say. Like he's doing that classic get to Uno, and there's not really much Stanford could have done at the moment. So yeah, we'll see if he can get it done. Now he's in a 2-1 lead. I mean, I don't want to say it, but this so far the score of this has been the same as if it was in T3. So at this point, Stanford wants to break that. So winning one of these next 2 games would guarantee that. So Tozzi's homestand, this could affect things, but as we've seen, I think in some of these games, I think we have had games where each player was better off on the road. So still, Stanford's definitely not out of it.
You can never count these guys out. They're putting on a show. What a series so far. Let's see what happens here. Sandfer will have to see what he does on the road. Big moment here, Toast. No 14-6. What do we got? A lot of different variety from you all season. What are we going to do to start it off? Well, that's what Steven did. This is almost the same verse, man. It's crazy. There, it's Sherrard +2 on a 15. How many times have we seen that, man?
Boy.
This is incredible.
Well, no, this happened in the first game of the last series, but it wasn't a 15-card start. But still, just seeing the yellow +2 again is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen blue +2s in clay. This is going to be crazy.
There it is.
Yeah,
there
the Caesar
it
+2.
Wait a minute. No, is Toasty gonna do more? Okay,
No. We're not going to go to that rabbit again, are we?
Yeah,
Sandfer,
I don't think he would have wanted that.
We have yet to see any comebacks in Super League. He's just going to miss that. No. We all have PTSD from that joke.
All right, but yeah, definitely still an interesting move there. But it's not too much of a difference, but like it does give Toasty a bit of a gap for where Stanford's gonna have to like come back from. He's gonna switch early.
Red 4 now will go double up.
Yeah, I think with a lot of cards, you can just switch as many times as you want.
The switching won't matter. We don't know the colors. We go into the background character from Kev. It's hard to say with the switches now, because when you have so many cards, like you say, it's a lot of eye candy. But also at the same time, Sandfer usually when you give him more cards, he's in a lethal position. Toaster guy, he's trying to stick this down at 2 or 3 cards at some point and bank on a potential fatal switch. I'm not sure how you're going to skin it. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Now that's big for Sandfer. He can just run the reds. This is what he wants.
could, but doesn't. It definitely think about just okay, yeah, double play. He's just gonna run it. So
Good move. Good move. Down 2 possessions. Toaster guy maybe gets a switch here. Looking to get this up to. Yep.
Ooh,
Gets a
top
red
deck.
set. Top deck city. Interesting.
All right.
Top deck city.
I've seen.
The
Okay, well, yeah,
blue.
we're getting the switch. You know, I've seen a lot of times where um, the top deck forces the draw on the opponent because they were going to switch on the number that they were going to, and then that top deck just messes everything up. Obviously, in this case, Sandfer has a lot of cards, but like those moments could definitely be critical.
Yeah, it's going to be a critical moment right here. Can Toaster guy, and it's a big if right now, win this game on 3 colors? Because I think the red's out for him. And it's going to come down to 3 color efficiency from Todd. It's his only shot. Yep. Now he's going to try a Brock Fade style look on the Brock card, of course. Let's see what it'll be. This is a risky business, Toasters. Well, he's trying to limit these colors. That's where Sandfer now knows the deficiencies. Toast looking for more aggression right here on the yellow. Unless he's got a monster hand, that's unbelievable if he does. Still 2 possessions. Maybe it's going to be 3 here minimum. Maybe 4. Yep, there's 3 possessions. Looking for 4. Gonna get out of this, I think. 4 possessions.
Oh, it's the yellow.
Keeps a yellow, but is he out? Now Sanford's good at testing right here. Toast might be low.
Yeah, definitely something you would consider here.
You test it,
When you
right?
play that yellow
You
skip.
don't switch it. You test it, see if he's telling the truth. It's a classic move. Usually works with Sanford. He's gonna switch it, be aggressive here. Wow.
You know, and sometimes that's the right move. Oh, wait a minute.
It may have been the right move because Toast could be either fading or he's out. Is he out of blue?
Yeah, that's an interesting. So crossing over. So now the blue becomes an interesting color to where Sanford might think maybe I should go back to it if he
Maybe.
has the opportunity. But
You would think if you're playing Brock, you know he got the blue. But with Toaster guy, we don't know. We don't know with Toast. This is a rare circumstance for Sanford. Now you gotta think he's checking the CH tab. There's no shot he ain't. He is gonna definitely be checking that.
mm-hmm.
No green +2U, only one of them, so we still got one in the open. Plenty of +4s and wilds. Full A on the plethora. Here
I was
comes
going to
Sanford.
say, yeah, you could just
there it
wild
is,
back
called
in
it.
the blues, and this is the test.
KT.
This is the test here.
The KT wilds out. Does Toast have a wild in return?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this could. Wow.
He's got it. He was going to go back.
Oh,
That was Brock-esque.
wait a minute.
That was Brock-esque.
Wow. Okay. Very, very, very interesting. And now Stanford's got a link about that.
Now Stanford's got to think about that, and now you flushed a wild. Wow.
I was gonna say, like, what if Toasty used the wild to go into green, and then the wild this is a double wild play? But no,
he's got more.
He's fine with this blue.
Toaster guy with some Brock-esque fades. Sanford's got to readjust here. Unbelievable from the Toast.
There it is.
Sanford shuts it down. There it is. Shut down city.
All right. Sandfer, I think the first in the lead for the first time this game.
Yeah, he flipped it. We're going to tie the series back up to 2. Oh, man, this is a pivotal moment in this series. If Sandford wins this game, 2-2, we go into Game 5.
Yeah.
Points-wise, Sandford wins this game overall. He'll go to second place. Lane will be clear third. Toasty got to be fourth. DJ will be last. It'll be a 4-3-2-1-0. If we tie, Lane Toasty in the same spot.
You're going to switch again.
He will back to blue. ISO play. Triple play in store. Is it a quad, though, with a skip on top of that? Or is it just triple?
Could definitely see that skip, but he might just...
Toaster guy.
You could get the +2, yes!
Plus
We
two,
get the
there it is.
+2!
We're done with the +2s in blue. Toaster guy gets it back. Wow.
This is just...
Great gameplay. You can't even argue with either gameplay. The only thing Toaster guy had an advantage of was the flush. Oh boy.
Okay. You know, I feel like I'm seeing this trend where when Sandfer finds the runs, Toasty finds the... oh, wow. Well, that's a good move.
No, it's a
When
safe move.
When Sandfer goes for a run, Toasty responds with a run of his own. This mirror playing on ammo.
Oh my! There it is. You just called it. You split it up in a silver platter. Another wild. The KT wild back to blue. Trips wild off the board. Rain on the last one. Still no wild +4s.
Now this is going to test if Sandfer has blue, and I feel like he should, but maybe he's being truthful on
This is
this.
unbelievable. I think he's got to say fair play to that. That's fair play. Fair play. You can't even argue with that if you're Sandfer. That was incredible. Toast with the blue wild move, the save, it works comfortably. 0 sugar.
And a 0.
Oh,
yeah, this
man.
is
Great move from Toast because you got to think he's limiting those numbers, and that was the first 0, so that's really good. He goes to a bad bread blue deuce, and we've seen a red deuce and a green deuce.
well.
He's playing this really good.
At this rate, he finds the switch as well. I think, I think Sandfer should have expected like some point of switch. Maybe he saved it too.
Yeah, it's a switch over to green. Toaster guy, gambling on this green.
No.
Does he have a
Can't
finish?
switch.
Does he get the 3-1 right here? Toast for check. Or is it a split ammo type deal off that wild?
Yeah, what if we see the finish right here?
Toaster guy looking for the finish. Does he have it? It's
Yeah,
over.
the
Toaster guy guaranteed 1 point. Sandfer's got a scrap. Toast, a huge win, my friend. That is a pivotal win, I have to say. You pretty much were playing tick for tack on the wilds. Talk to me about how your wild saves, the double KT wild there, saved the game. Talk to me how you saved those wilds to get the advantage. And did those wilds come off the eventual Sandfer aggression on the +2 combo? Sandfer, you decided to play a little aggressive with the +2s, but he was the good one to be more aggressive off the start. We thought you were in a comfortable spot. Were you expecting 3 wilds off the start? Were you expecting 3 wilds in the first 5 minutes? Or did that just really affect your gameplay, knowing that he did a really good job isolating on you? You got to respect it. I would have did the same thing, for sure.
The problem I ended up encountering was I had terrific numerology hand. Just doesn't lead you much of anywhere.
Oh my god, yeah. And it can only lead you to certain thresholds and just cut through with some number efficiency. Yeah,
that's the other problem is when you're when both players are doing number efficiency well, I just got caught without the right numbers.
When we saw, good point there, Sam. We saw this, Yoshi. I told you about this when Nam and Brock played. Nam said the same thing. I had the same exact hand. Well, how do I win those games? And that's something we haven't seen all year. No one has seen that all year, right? It's very hard to win because the old bot we played on, you rarely saw it. Here, we're seeing that a lot more, and with this constant algo we've talked about, it's very hard to win game. It makes the margins even less. Sometimes you hit it, and sometimes you miss it. In this case, Sandfer hit it early, but then Toaster got it back on the end. What does he got to do to get one more win here? And how do you think Sandfer can rally to be in a Brock situation and get the tie? He's going to be in the same spot.
Yeah, the Brock situation. That's basically what Sandfer's at. So, yeah, I mean, it's in a way it's frustrating when you get that double +4 in game 1 and all of us, and then just this, and then things just don't go your way when you need it to. So, I think he could look forward to the fact that maybe with being down 3-1, he has the opportunity to maybe get a little bit better cards here. But I mean, at this point, with Toasty now with full momentum, now in his homestand, getting the win as well, I think I think there's definitely ways that Saber can get it done. It's just, oh no, she is. It's just I think some of these switches are going to be the key. I mean, he's not fine. Obviously, in this case, he couldn't find them here. But at this point, I think he's got to just figure out just when is where the opportunities are to switch and when is the right time to do it. So in this case, he couldn't really do much, but for and then for Toasty, yeah, I have to keep in mind that despite this looking like a good spot, it can go 3-3. He getting this win will be absolutely a huge advantage here, especially then going into JT in
Oh
week
boy.
3, who's also going to have a win who's also has a win and a tie to his name. That'll be like a battle of the if Toasty does get this win, it'll be a tie. It'll be a battle of the two players with 4 points, and that could be big. That could be a really insane game. But going back to this one because we don't know if that's going to happen. You know, you just got to stay focused, right? Because to think about what card starts are going to help you the most here. Maybe you should keep it higher. Maybe you should just go for that crazy
Oh
five
man.
card start. But it's Toasty. You never know. I We'll see. I think this could go many ways. But as he said, he's being careful with what he picks with the card start, and it's so far working. All it takes is one more, and he's got it. So we'll see if I think this card start could be the difference. He's got to just make the right move.
Well, we saw you. I was going to say we just saw what happened with Steven when he picked 5 on game number 5, and guess what?
Yeah,
They
you're right.
lost,
You're
right?
right.
Now, to the one thing I will say with Toast, he's got OG7. He's got other packages, unlike Steven. We have no idea. But we'll see what he does right here. No, Toast, we're done with some of your favorites. 15, 14 are gone. The 6 is gone. What's it going to be? Does he go with the 5? Does he have the OG 8s, the 7, the crazy 8s? Sorry, fans. This is boring. Nah, it ain't boring, man. We like that. It's better than 5. I'll tell you right now.
It's that's true because if it ends up being we don't want to see a 5 card run to the finish.
Double.
But anyway, yeah, this is the safe play, right? He's won on 15 and 14. If he's going for the win.
Oh my god.
I mean, Steven tried to play
What's going
basically
on?
learning from Steven, right? Because he's going for the win in the sense of I'm gonna play what has been working in the past and chances are it pays off, but of course with Sandfer, things could definitely turn.
Yeah, you gotta think here. This is a 2 shots to the apple for Toe. If he loses this game, no biggie, right? He's got one more shot to crack the apple. Sanford's got to really play as similar to Brock as we saw with WB in the last game. Clutch one, Toaster revert. There he is, Toaster. We go into Sapir. We'll see Sapir in the old round 12 coming up in most likely 3 weeks. Double Sapir. This is a big moment. Toaster
Ooh.
guy playing it clean. Sanford, ditto play off of both. Is he going to go aggressive and switch? He will, in the cap. Now the question becomes for Toaster guy off that green 4. Does he go aggressive with the undercuts? Nope, or run it clean. He'll run it clean. Sanford has tied the game back up with possession arrow right now after starting on the road. Needs to get this win to get this to a game 6 and force a tie situation. Toast gets the win here. He gets the series pretty much, and that last game will be all about for goal differential, which would be huge. Could take the lead on it, too.
Okay. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, Jenna, you're unmuted.
Okay,
there you
then.
go.
No worries, did not even see that. Sanford now thinking this one through. He's gonna go
We're
green
going
too,
down
man.
one. Yeah. Don't apologize. We're good.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes I forget. Toaster guy with the oh, two
Very
power crossover.
interesting.
Toasty. Sandfer's got to be up in flames now, thinking what is going. Oh no.
Whoa.
Toaster guy is starting to poke the bear. I don't know, man. That's a move. God. Toast is
Well,
having fun. Little red
let's
too, I
see.
guess, or green too.
No, I thought it would do green too.
Okay. Toaster guy with a little fun and game. Sandfer not going to play too much into that, I don't think. He's gonna go yellow. It's trips too.
He's got another 2. So
I
let's
don't know,
see.
man.
That
Yellow
is
hadn't been played though. I think this is what Toasty needs.
oh,
Back to
what?
green. Are you kidding me?
Why did he ask that? I guess just I don't know.
Quads too. Back to gone. Gone berserk
Okay.
for legit. We've gone berserk in this one.
Yeah, for real. Now 8 apiece, and Sandfer probably gonna spend a bit more time on this move now. Because really, just Toasty just wants to run these twos. I mean, oh, is this a rainbow?
Is this gonna be Quint?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah,
Skittles
it's
Quint? Are you kidding me? Bad Brad's in the building. It's Quint too, and it's Skittles.
wow.
Unbelievable. Now Toast. He'll have to refire back on the blue. Down possession. Top of
Let's
the
see
4. We
now
go to
how.
Nick. There, we got to get a better skills. You're right. We'll look at anything else. Nothing from
Oh my
Sandfer. He tried ISO. Toast with the
goodness.
lead. There it is. Wow, Toasty
Okay.
flips it back. Sandfer with an unusual ISO play. You gotta
Yeah,
start thinking, Yoshi, that game one where he had the monster hand.
I've
Maybe
literally
not.
been a victim of that. I had all the hands in the beginning, and then everything switched.
It's this bot, man. It's whiplash heavy. You don't want to get those monster hands with it. It really knows. It tracks everything with the constant algo. On the old bot, you get a monster hand, it's just going to cycle into 4 or 5 of those. Here, it cycles back to both players. Now, the question is, does Toasty answer with this run? Every time Sandfer's throwing a run, he'll fire back. Let's see. Scoreboard flipper, Toaster down by 2, but that's going to change in a second, I got a feeling.
Yeah, I think the +2 definitely a way to stop Toasty a bit there. Now I mean, I would think he's gonna think about switching or not. Ooh,
My God, a
okay.
heat check in the yellow from Toe. That's aggressive at 7.
Yeah, we haven't seen yellow except for that one yellow 2 that Sandfer played.
Sandfer just can run it clean. That's all. What's Toast got?
Yeah, this is an interesting play. I think he's because ooh, whoa.
Sandfer for a 3, 4, 5
Oh,
straight.
we're going up.
The straight, little small straight. Toasty guy, does he have a 6 or does he got something? No 6 needed. Here's a double.
Oh boy, what is this gonna be?
Triple.
Yeah,
Toaster
it's a
guys, it's
run.
4-2. Has he got the win right here, or is it just a check?
Okay, I didn't. I was thinking maybe, but it's Toasty.
Toasty guys,
He's
he's
just
gonna
gonna.
stick it. He's gonna stick it. See if Sandfer cracks. 3-4.
Let's see. Yeah, he takes the lead with that.
But
I
Sanfer's good testing, Yoshi. This is the thing.
yeah, it's just about playing it cool at this point.
Sandfer good. Oh, that's a
What
heat
is
check.
going on?
Toaster got more wilds.
Yeah, I think if this is going to test if Sandfer has anything
I don't.
because if he doesn't, it might just be over. But I
Ah.
feel like he could have a +4.
I have no idea if this is a fake wild play, because if this is a fake wild play from Toaster Guy, what is going on?
Oh no! I would have never thought that. Oh my goodness! And Sandfer's at Uno.
Toaster
This
Guy's
is
got a chance to win it right here.
this is for the double play and to send it to make it guaranteed 3 points.
This is big. Does Toaster Guy? This is crazy. This could be for the win of the 3 points.
This could be classic Uno from Toasty, and we get to double Uno.
Toaster Guy looking for the win. Does he get the 4th one on the board?
Here we go.
Moment of truth.
Sandfer with his own card as well.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh,
Toaster Guy! He finishes it off! Wow!
He did the
Sandfer,
double play.
that's it. Well, one more game, but Toaster Guy secures the 3 points. And a yellow sick. It was number efficiency. Power play would have got it. You would have got it on a power play. Wow. Wow. Sandfer, I got to go to you.
Trips 2 and trips 6 in the same hand. What are you supposed to do?
Poker. You got to. That's the thing, man.
It's like you can get your way out of things on any bot when you have just 2 of the number. When you have 3, it's really difficult.
Yeah, you know.
When you have two 3 of a kinds, it's extraordinarily difficult.
Yeah, you gotta think, Yoshi. I always talk to Sandfer. That's really where I cook. You know, Ashley is good with that. We're the 2 players. When you give us multiple numbers like that, I'm in heaven. Usually, I know how to get out of such. But if you're not used to that, it's hard to break it. Toast, I gotta go to.
It's just not being used to it. It's difficult to work your way around it because you almost have to do number efficiency of some kind or get yourself off of one of them.
Right. That's crazy. So I'll go to Toast here real quick. Toast, yeah, I was going to ask the Rainbow 2, what was going on with that green 2? And then the second off, did you think, when you did a little bit of that split ammo, right, with the red wild, the double wild, did you think the wild cards really leveraged you? Because there was no +4s that game, really, to speak of. It was just the regular wilds, and I think Sandfer can appreciate the game was clean on ammo. It just came down to, he just had too many poker style hander. Was red was good for me. Okay.
From the very start.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you got trip.
Trip 2, trip 6,
Quad,
double full
4.
house with the air force.
Yeah, you got it takes a special kind of talent to get out of that, I gotta tell you. But then you switch from
Yeah. Wait. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, not even that, not even so much that, just the poker hand. The poker hand for sure. Yeah, I was gonna ask what was going.
Game in Super League.
Wrong game in Super League, yeah. Well, Sandfer, what do you got to do to at least salvage, man? You're basically going to be in the DJ situation. Well, maybe. We'll see. But what do you got to do to get this to at least a -2 and a 10? You still have 3 more weeks left. That's the only advantage on taking a week one. You got some time. That's a nice thing.
I mean, just gotta keep focused, I guess, at least a little bit on like what's the best plan. I mean, it's not much I could do. Like I said, pretty much, like you said, almost used up the luck a little bit in game 1, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hear you. Toast, you have a chance to take the points lead here. Remember, you're automatically tied with JT, but if you win this next game, you'll automatically have the points lead on GD. What do you got to do? No matter what happens, we're going to be setting up a titanic matchup between you and JT. Both have 4 points guaranteed. The bullet. He's just going right into it. My goodness, Lord. Yoshi.
Oh my God, wasn't prepared.
Yeah, good. I really don't have much to ask him because he did a good job. So we'll run Crikey Toasty. Now he's gonna have fun, right? It's the last game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to cut this point.
Now you tried the 5, right? You have nothing to lose. It's the old sprint race.
No way.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Free choice for Toast. Unbelievable.
Really?
This bot, man.
Oh gosh, and it's gonna kick me while I'm down as well. I'm just looking at the hand.
No,
Toaster guy. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Yo. Okay, it's a double, but
Going
wow.
aggressive. Toaster guy with absolutely nothing to lose just sends it. I mean, we have seen this before. We've seen these situations where the game's over, right? 4-1, you still got to play for GD. Sandfer's in the Nam situation. He's got to get to -2. You don't want to be 0 points -4. That's even behind DJ.
Wow. Okay. Finds the switch. Probably just doing all he can do, and it's gonna work here.
Yeah, Toast had free choice too, Yoshi, on that +4, but he decides the +2 Sandfer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Toasty, when it's house money, just
Doesn't
he
care,
goes
maybe.
crazy.
I don't know. Tie game. We're back to 5. Sandfer trying to get. He didn't have the best hand right here, kicking one down, but he might have caught a break.
Oh boy, wait a
He
minute.
may
The
have
three,
caught a
four,
break.
five.
Yeah,
It's
3, 4.
back.
Yeah, he backed to straight. That's the straight. Sandfer's going to
Okay,
get
he's
a
got
break
the switch.
again. No.
No, nothing from Sandfer though.
Toasty can run the blues. Is this what he needs as a combo? Is this a lock and key?
Yeah, it might be, honestly.
No, just a lane play in the lane. You got to think for Toaster, right, as we go blue. You got now you start thinking about JT, right? JT, this game you use as a test session for Jesse. That's the key for Sandfer.
What? 7, 8, 9.
It's a similar hand. We talked about this when Nam told me about the same thing with this. This is the same thing that happened to him with Nam and Russ. Similar hands. It's hard to get out. It's a very hard window. Here comes Toast for the finish. Toast
Wow.
looking for that. No finish, but he's at check.
Wow.
Toast one away from that 5-1. We haven't seen much of those in a while in Super League.
Yeah,
Really
this
give me
this
one
would
of
be.
those cards back.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, this
Give
is
me
gonna.
card back.
Toast
Does
for
he
the
got the
5-1.
six? He's got the
the
six!
6. Toaster guy 5-1 is the points leader playing JT. Wow. Sandfer, I don't think you could have done much there, buddy. I don't think you could have done much, honestly.
No. Y- 5 cards.
That once again, a little poker.
Tricks 4.
Oh my god.
I don't think Toast really had anything either other than the +2, though, right? That was it. It was
That was the first card he played was the
the
+2.
+2 gave me the yellow 3 that
Oh
his
my
+2 gave me
god.
the yellow 3 that I used to switch.
yeah, really neither guy really had anything. Wow. Unbelievable.
And then it gave me the yellow 8 that I, ironically enough, needed to use to switch back off of when I played the blue 8. So, yeah. Unfortunately, he had a blue 9.
Sandfer, how do you bounce back after a tough loss here in week 2? Obviously, you still got 3 more. That's the big advantage.
Super League continues to be my nemesis, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm playing right plays and just it's not. So I don't know what you really do. You stick with what you know. It just doesn't want to work in Super League for whatever reason.
Your thoughts on playing DJ? Now, you do get DJ next week, who's also at the basement, technically. So does that give you a little bit of momentum knowing you're at the basement, too, with him, and you got a chance to break out of it with a win?
Maybe. But if anything, if last year's any indication, it might be in for a long one again. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to find out with Sandfer. Toast, congratulations, man. Big win, and that's confirmed because of the GD. You are now the new points leader in Group B or Group A. Congratulations on that. But you got a long way to go. Now you got to play JT, who's also tied with you on points. That is a lethal match. You and JT has went from nothing to probably the biggest match in the round, other than potentially Brock's match with Chomik. But your thoughts on just what you got to do next week? Because that could easily be a play-in game. The winner of that game, if we get a winner, gotta think you're probably locked into the round 12. If you tie even, I still think you guys are in good shape. Thoughts on that coming up? Yoshi, this is big now. This 5-1 has changed the whole complexion of Super League. Toaster guy, you gotta think about this, Yoshi. He was one wild away in Game 6 against Lane, pretty much, because I looked back at that game. He was one wild away from it. He talked about it in his post-game from potentially being up 6 points with a goal differential of +6. He was that close, but thoughts on how he can get this win on JT? That's going to be a lethal match. We believe JT is the favorite in this group still.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy considering JT in a way has a challenger for the top spot. I think the winner of that game, okay, if someone wins that game, they're probably just going to be the top of the group. I don't, unless something crazy happens. So, yeah, I guess it's I don't know the last time we've seen this where we've got two people doing really well facing each other, in a way like this, but I guess just it's funny, and they also were the two that tied with Lane as well, being up 3-0. So really, they're in a very similar position. Um, so we're gonna see if one of them gets the win, which will be which would just be basically a guaranteed into the next round, or if we see a tie where it's not really a bad thing either way because they already have that would be 5 points each. I think basically you just got to go in knowing that losing is the worst outcome because then maybe there's a chance you don't make it, but still it's like I don't know. I think Toasty's gonna have to really make sure that he keeps working around this strategy that has been working pretty well. I mean, he's constantly being able to get to Uno. I mean, except for that game 5 where he went for the double play. It's working really well, and just, I mean, I think that this was kind of a game where I think just Toasty had more to work with in comparison to Sandfer. And for Sandfer, he couldn't figure out how to win the games he had a chance. So, I mean, from what I'm expecting, I think it's just going to come down to maybe like getting those top decks because we've seen JT just really good luck and Toasty some solid top decks in this series. I mean, not as good as Brock, but definitely. Brock's not even in this group, so that doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see who has the advantage in terms of the hands because I feel like in a way they've both been getting some solid hands overall. And if they both end up getting good hands, it's going to come down to who uses them the right way. And Toasty just got to be aware that JT is the threat right now, and which is what we predicted before Super League even started, and it's coming true. And Toasty, it would be huge if he got a win on that. So, it's going to be a match he's going to maybe try and prepare for. And then, for Sandfer,
DJ coming.
at least, yeah, I think DJ, he's just got to know that this is a different DJ from the last time he played him, which I think he definitely knows at this point. So, I think it's not the end of the world that he lost this, because if he gets the win on DJ, that'll put him back in it for sure.
For sure.
Probably just needs to look for something like a tie isn't the best, but at the very least you get something out of it. Knowing that, well, yeah, I guess for JT and Sandford, it's a battle of the people who lost. They both played. You
mean DJ and Sandfer? DJ and Sandfer, not JT.
Yeah. DJ was So yeah, they both have played one game and have lost the one game they played so far. So I think, Sandfer knows that this is, if he can't, I don't think he can really afford to lose unless he ends up winning. If he loses that, I mean, you would have to win the next 2 games. So, it's going to be a tough road, but at the end of the day, you just gotta really, if the hands don't go his way, the best he can do is just prepare for the opponent he gets and just keep going from there, hoping that the Super League that he finds some magic in the Super League, because unfortunately things are not working out right now, but definitely is capable of turning it around.
Well, it's going to do it for me and Yoshi. What a night. Sandfer in the hole, just like last year, but can he get out of it? We'll see against DJ Curtis. For Toaster Guy, what a matchup this is going to be as we go quickly into the fade of the old group schedule for next week. Look ahead. A insane matchup is coming. Him versus JT, top of the group, 4 points apiece. If we actually get a winner out of that, that almost will signify winners moving on to round of 12. 7 points should be fine and dandy. And for Toaster Guy, if he does in fact win, you got to look at that. It's a week 4 bye, and his last matchup is with DJ. Who knows where DJ will be? And for JT, he'll have Sandfer in week 4. For a big for the other group, I think it's going to come down to how does Nam respond at 0 points. He's going to be fired up. And what does Brock do against Chomik, the points leader? I think we got a lot of good storylines. 3 of the biggest heavy hitters are in desperate spots. Sandfer, Brock, and Nam. Those guys were shoo-ins in many people's eyes. No one had Stephanie on the radar. No one had sure as heck, nobody had Lane Sanders in a position right now off of those 2 insane comebacks to possibly be the third wheel with JT and Toasty already out of the way. Of course, Lane will have his biggest threat, in my opinion, in week 4 when he plays DJ, who's had his number in the past. What a round we're going to have next week. It's going to begin on the 30th, we believe. That's going to be the plan. October 30th will begin the round. November 1st and 2nd will also be there, with Halloween being iffy, depending on what happens with, of course, just the people in terms of availability on streaming. Thanks for watching, guys. On behalf of Yoshi and myself, what a night. That's it for week 2 of Super League. Week 3 is beginning next week. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you there. Have a great night.